the UK left is still so dependent on the Labour Party for choosing its leaders. And I think that you can admire the strengths, the fortitude, and the contributions of both Jeremy Corbyn and Zara Sultana, whilst also recognising that they became MPs and they were selected through Labour Party processes, right? And the reason why that they had prominence on the left is because they managed to hang in there through, the doldrum years of the 1980s and the 90s, and, in Zara's case, post 2019. And the Labour Party, I don't think, does select for good leaders. There aren't many Labour politicians where I go, actually, I find you a really thoughtful individual, a really compelling speaker, all of these things that you'd want in a leader. I don't think they necessarily select for that. So we've, as the British left, had this sort of like passivity when it comes to the selection of leaders. And that's because our pathway into politics is so closed off. And that's the reason why in the US they get these generationally talented individuals, not flawless, not beyond reproach, but generationally talented. Your Zoran Mamdanis, your AOCs, like your Ilhan Omars. And I think that the UK left is constantly in this position of trying to compensate for the weaknesses of individuals who fundamentally we haven't had a hand in choosing ourselves, right? We've kind of inherited them through this other thing, which is the Labour Party. So in a way, this problem of you've got these two leaders whose temperaments seem to have brought out the worst in each other so far, is that I think that that's downstream of the original problem, which is that you've got this new party which wants to do politics in a different way, which wants to be speaking for, the UK left with all of its, contradictions and tensions and all the rest of it. But the leaders are still hand-me-downs from the Labour Party.